Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. And today we're going to get right into playing game 28 and game 29 of the 2022 MLS regular season. Let's take a look at the competitions real quick. As you saw at the end of last episode, we are a mere 2 points back from the Houston Dynamo for first place in the Supporters Shield. We have 16 wins, 6 draws, 5 losses. Total of 54 points and a plus 24 goal differential. The best goal differential in the league. So we're still playing well. But let's get right into today's game, today's matchup. DC United versus Montreal. They are favorites again. We're on the road at Audi Field, their new stadium. 13,000 tickets sold of a 20,000 capacity. I thought their stadium was larger than 20,000, but maybe not. And still the fact that they're only selling 13,000 to a brand new stadium isn't, well, I guess it's not brand new by 2022, but still, you'd like to see them selling more tickets than that. DC United, did they make any moves? Transfer history. Did they make any moves here? They let go of Leo Principe to Lyon for $2.2 million. Defender, yeah, he's all right. Got that terrible jumping reach again. Another wingback type dude, which I'm sad to see go. As good as he is, like I'd rather face a guy with no jumping reach and like good elsewhere. You know, just because it's easier to score over the top of that kind of guy. But they haven't made any signings. They haven't brought anybody in since July. They had a couple of free transfers. Pereira, 24-year-old Italian. I guess he's pretty good. Attacking left midfielder. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he's got good skills and abilities. Dan Delaney, 27-year-old Frenchman. What was he doing playing at the U.S.? I don't know what is this team? All right, so they're League 2. Okay. I was going to say I did not recognize that team at all. 27-year-old Frenchman. Looks okay. Good reflexes, goalkeeper. Yeah, we'll see. So they made a couple of moves in the offseason, but I don't know. Let's get to the team selection here. We are, of course, going with the Z formation. Pretty much the same lineup. We do have a couple of players out on international duty, though. Cervantes, got to get him out of there. Same with Valenzuela. Got to get him out of there. Played our first game with the U.S. national team. Played very well. Had some good stuff going on there. We're going to bring in Garner, I guess, and Mendez, I suppose. Everybody else, we got a lot of people out on international duty, as you can see. Can bring in Gianfranco Vasquez, possibly. But, nah, let's submit that team. Let's go. So, yeah, I've called up a very young squad, and they played very well. 3-0 victory. So, here we go. DC United, Zach McMath in goal. We've seen him before earlier in the season make some mistakes. We'll see if he's match fit right now. Got Vallejo, Stanko, Watts in at central defense. We're familiar with him. Messias is pretty good. Blanco, Fernando, Luidi, Rivas, Acosta, and Bogado up top as their leading goal scorer. Looks like a top goal scorer. 23 goals in 35 appearances. Pretty good. Is he a super draft player? No, he came in from Argentina. Belgrano, $2.8 million last season. He looks pretty, wow, he looks really good. Holy cow. Very fast. Off the ball, first touch, finishing. Yeah, watch out for this fella. We're going to have to keep an eye on him for sure. All right, so dressing room. Let's go. Hand that over to the assistant. Good job. We motivated some people. Let's go. Apply the advice. Bogado's got a red card he's working on. But we're going to No, not closed down. He's too fast for that. But we are going to tightly mark him. Same with Luidi, Costa, Rivas we'll close down on. And that's about it. That's all we can handle. We can't handle no more. Let's go. Assistant coach. Let's go. Okay. So here's Audi Stadium. Nice little compact arena. Sort of your typical football manager arena here. We are in the away whites with the stripy socks. DC United in their typical sort of dark gray, perhaps black color. It's kind of, it looks more of a dark gray. Graphite, maybe. I don't know. That was in a very long pause. I don't know what happened there. Let's go. My brain just sort of stopped working for a couple of seconds. It happens sometimes. Here's DC United on the attack. They're looking to move the ball up the field. They get it to midfield. So far, this formation has been pretty good defensively. Duverne has had some troubles. Luidi to Bagato. Sort of an easy goal there. So maybe it's not so bad that we're losing Duverne. I mean, as good as he is on paper, on the field he makes some mistakes. Now, he is trying to tightly mark Luidi. But look at that. He gets turned around, misses the tackle. He's supposed to be our best player, theoretically. But sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So we'll see. I mean, look at him. He looks pretty good. It's just, I don't know. He makes mistakes. Here's Acosta getting forward for Luidi. We do not want them to go up 2-0 so quickly. There's a tackle. There's Duverne again, ranging out of his position, but he does make the tackle that time. What are you doing, Duverne? Get back, my man. I mean, he thinks he's a defensive midfielder, I think. Wow, good defensive play there on the backside. That was our fullback. I'm blanking on his name. Anyway, headed out. He saved us the goal. That was Bernstengel. Saved that goal. That was a wide open goal, and he got in the way. Again, Duverne just ranging all over the field. He's supposed to be playing right back, and he was essentially like playing left defensive midfielder there for a little while. I don't know if we can like tell him individually to like stay in your position, but I don't know. So here's Lopez to Petrasso. Let's see if we can get an attack going. No, not at all. Bagato to Rivas. Please take an ill-advised shot. No, Acosta. Bernstengel now ranging out of his position. Our fullbacks, I don't know what it is. I do think we need to hit the ball forward a little bit. So let's do that. DC seems to be coming forward. Let's see if we can maybe catch them on the counterattack. Send it deep to Kyle Aaron. It'd be really nice. All right, here they are. DC building up the attack again. Fernando looking to get it out wide to Luidi. Centers to Acosta. Forward to Bagato. Looked to be onside. Sneaky. Yeah, he was. This is no good. Down 2-0 pretty quick. You know what that means? Halftime, we're going to be going to formation number 2. So if we're going to be giving up goals, might as well attempt to score some goals. Yeah, Chevalier thought he would catch him offside, but he did not. Proceed with changes. Yep, sure. Bagato's controlling the game. Close him down. Okay. Seems reasonable. You know, for as bad as we're looking, our ratings aren't horrible. I mean, Schmidt, Alberto, not doing so good. Oh, boy, here's another highlight. Blanco has it after the throw-in to Acosta. DC United trying to get a third goal in the first half. Absolutely no good. Good steal. Schmidt Schum gets it forward. Kyle Aaron on the run. There's 4 defenders back. He's got Petrasso out wide. Petrasso past one man, past two. He sends it back to Kyle Laren. Yep. He has not been good on the headers in the last few games. I don't know what it is. Yeah, we definitely need to finish, especially, 2 minutes of stoppage time. 1 minute down, so we might get a highlight here. McMath slow playing it a little bit. Schmidt Shom has made a lot of mistakes today. Don't worry, we'll get him out at halftime. Weedy tries to get forward. Chevalier can't get it to a teammate. And DC retains possession. Blanco reverses field to Rivas. Cross. They're playing a lot of across field balls, but there's Duverne playing a good one. Gets it deep. Boy, DC is on point right now with their passing. And we just can't intercept the ball right now. Blanco looking around. Fernando. He's getting double covered. There's Acosta to Luidi. Back to Acosta. Sneaky pass forward to Bagato again. Jaguar apparently can't stop Bagato. I mean, we looked at him. He's real good. But this is ridiculous. Deros to Luidi. Acosta. I mean, he got onside and then he still has the quickness to beat Jaguar to the back post. Ouch. This is brutal. Brutality going on right now. I was hoping to get to halftime just down 2. This is outrageous. Outrageous. All right, what are we going to do? We know what we're going to do. Formation number 2. We've got Mendez on the bench, who hasn't played in quite a while, but we're going to throw him in there. Again with this wide attack. We got to fix that. Wide target man. We don't want that. We don't want you on attack either. Yeah, maybe we will put Petrasso on attack. We'll let Deverne rock in the 6.1. It's no good at all. But our only other option there is Delgado at the moment, and yeah, not really excited about that proposition. So let's go. Let's start the second half pep talk. Let's be aggressive, much better in the second half. Everybody's fired up about that. Let's go. Down 3 goals. We're going to have to push forward. Probably should have checked that. Let's push forward a little bit. Slightly higher. Prevent goalkeeper distribution. Sure, why not? You saw earlier in the highlights DC United was trying to play it out of their end, so maybe we can catch them here. They've got 61% of the possession, and that's when we were in the Z formation, so now they're going to get like 80% of the possession. Jaguar is for sure struggling. Oof, let's bring in Bosic for Jaguar. I mean, not that that's a great substitution, but we could also try Garner out. But Garner is not match fit at all. Yeah. So there's McMath getting pressured. Does get it away to Rivas again. DC United is just not giving away the turnovers that we need. Closing in on the 60-minute point. Acosta gets it for... Oh, Luidi way offside. Come on. There we go. There's the flag man. Flag man. Wave that flag. Okay. Offside. $60 I mean, there's really not much we can do. I've already made 2 subs. Mendez has come in and played well. I don't think we want to waste a 3rd sub on a 3-0 game. You know, we'll just save it in case somebody gets injured or whatever. Yeah, bad news, man. This is awful. Thought we started off the 4th quarter well with a win and a draw. But now we're back to win, draw, loss. This is no good. Thiago sending one forward. 74 minutes down. Kyle Aaron gets shoulder tackled. No call. Messias now bombs it downfield. There's Duverne. Using that range to our advantage instead of just ranging forward. Here's Bosic. He's going to bang it ahead. Nope, turnover. Right now we're just sort of trading volleys at midfield, but DC is going to settle it down at midfield. Bagato is going to beat Bosic. Bosic takes an angle. It was a little bit better angle than what Chevalier had been taking, so that's good, I guess. Bosic with a 6.8. He's got that 18 teamwork. I don't know how that really helps him out in terms of making that kind of play, but apparently it does. I mean, our top players, Laren and Alberto, not playing well. Oof, terrible. Petrasso sends one in. Chevalier gets the header again off the post. Really need to improve his heading in the coming season. He's still only, 20 years old? Yeah. Just signed him to a new contract up until 2025. So he's going to be our first team central defender for a while. Going to have to get used to that. Watch him grow and improve. Lopez gets it forward. Petrasso. Come on, buddy. You can take it out wide. You got him beat. Nope. Duverne. Nope. Chevalier, he's going to blast it forward. And Laren's offside. I would have liked to see Petrasso try to make that turn and run on the defender, but at this point, ouch. That's our worst loss of the season. That's no good for that to come down in the fourth quarter of the season. Ouch. Let's be assertive, not happy. Get out of here. Wow, that was terrible. Got a USA friendly coming up against Turkey. Not going to make you watch that. But we did play well, as I mentioned, in our USA game. Schedule, you can see we beat Guatemala 3-0. Had Cervantes in there, Valenzuela in there. Villalba got injured, so we brought Leonard in off the bench. So we had our 3 draft picks in there playing well. But the guy who really played well is a guy I think is going to be the #1 draft pick in the Super Draft coming up next season. Jay Hines EK, 20 years old, playing at Fresno College at the moment. Fresno State University, actually Fresno Fuego FC, whatever that is. But he's a driven young man, 18 determination, 14 first touch, 14 technique. This kid, I don't think we know his potential just yet, or do we? Yeah, he's got 3-star potential. But that's according to the USA scouts. So that's 3 stars on an international level. So he's going to have like 4 stars on the MLS level. So I think he's going to be a really good player. And we do have like the first 3 picks in the draft. So you might be seeing this guy in a Montreal uniform next season, but we'll see how it pans out. All right, I'm going to pause here, get to the next game, and hopefully we play a little better. So until then, pause. Okay, we are back for our second game today versus Chicago Fire, and it's been another long week. We played our Team USA game, didn't play as well as last time. We lost 1-0 to Turkey, but the good news is we got several of our own players some match time, so that's good. Cheesing it a little bit, but that's fine. Going up against Chicago here, we're 3-1 favorites. We're in first place there in 11th. Got 7 wins in the last 14 matches versus Chicago, so we've played them quite a bit. They've only beaten us 3 times in that period, so it's looking pretty good. We are playing at home, Saputo Stadium, 23,000, so not quite a sellout, but pretty close. And looky here, we're going formation number 2. That's right. Yeah, we're just trying to change it up till we find the rhythm that we're looking for. We're going to keep changing it up. Maybe we need to try something other than those 2 formations, but I don't know. At this point in the season, it might be a little too late. We brought Valenzuela and Leonard onto the bench. Garner, Agor, we'll move Garner down there. Bosic is on the bench. Duvern on the bench. Montero also. Let's submit our regular team. Yeah, got some guys lacking match sharpness who have made their way into the first team. And here we go. Thiago in goal, Bernstengel, and Valo. Valo's one of those guys who called up to the national team, and we got him some playing time there. Jaguar and Chevalier, of course, in central defense. Andre, Lopez, Alberto, Petrasso. Almost took Petrasso out for Leonard. We're going to, if we need to make the substitution, we'll bring Leonard in. Matt Johnson, we're going to see if he can regain some of that late season magic that he's had in other seasons. Give him a shot at target man. Mainly because most of our other strikers are injured, so that's fine. But anyway, Kyle Larin, of course, up top. Meanwhile, we don't know a heck of a lot about Chicago. Taylor is still there, our old player. We let him go. Probably was a mistake. We've been struggling at left back ever since we let Taylor go. Other than that, I don't really recognize very many of these players. They've gone back to their roots of sort of Eastern European players, so that's good. We'll get to our dressing room. Pep talk. Could secure a playoff place with a win here. That's, I guess, something. Let's go. Boyce, Boyce is the one who's injured for like 4 weeks, so he's going to be out possibly for the rest of the regular season. So we'll see if we can manage without him. I think we can. That's no problem. See, Chicago, they like having those Eastern European players. There's like an Eastern European flair to the city of Chicago in some places. But I was thinking about that for FM19. I was looking at FC Cincinnati because they should be, I don't know if they will be in the game, but they should be in the game next year as an expansion team in MLS. And I was just watching a sort of a special video on them by MLS.com. And they have a very, very strong German tradition that has grown up amongst the supporters of FC Cincinnati. I'm not sure. Like, nobody can really explain it other than, like, there's... Oh, here we go. Cross to Johnson. Can't win the header. Andre recovers. Gets it to Lopez. Let's see if we can... We got 4 guys waiting on the attack. Alberto. Can he get it forward to Johnson? He does! Magic Man. He's the missing ingredient. Got that goal. He's unbelievable. I don't know why. I don't know why I try to replace him. I'm dummy for trying to replace him, but there it is. Matt Johnson. Look at Alberto. He spots him. Look at that. That's a beautiful pass. Threads the needle. Johnson just plants it in goal. So yeah, they were breaking it down basically like Cincinnati had a big tradition of like German beer halls, and so a lot of the supporters of the new club, the new FC Cincinnati, which has only been around for a few years in the minor leagues, but they've got, huge support for a minor league team, and they just said it sort of grew out of the German beer halls, and like even their supporters' scarves have like German phrases on them instead of English phrases, so it's kind of an interesting situation down there. So they're thinking that maybe this season when they join MLS, they might be looking to bring in some German players. And that would be an interesting challenge for me in FM19, would be to try to take FC Cincinnati and bring in some German players or players with German heritage. I kind of like doing that. I do that with Montreal here, bringing in players with French heritage. So we'll see. Andre has picked up a bit of an injury. That's no good. Potential foot injury. He's only down to 78% though, so we'll let him walk it off until halftime. He's one of our more indispensable players. I mean, we do have a Gore, but Andre is really our linchpin. Valo immediately injured. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We got Duvern. Okay. It's always good that you get a player some match fitness, you get him in the game, immediately injured. Good job. Way to go. He was playing okay. 6.7. We're going to have to watch Duvern run around the field like a crazy man. He doesn't want to re-sign with us, Duvern. So I was trying to get Valo ready to take on that job next season. Get him a little bit more playing time this season. But I guess that's not to be. That could be a serious injury. All right, so we're going to have to make another injury substitution here. I don't like potential foot injuries. That could be serious. Do we know what it is, though? It's not there. I don't know where to see injuries on this. There it is. There it is. It just says potential foot injury. It doesn't say how serious it is. So we're going to take him out. We're going to bring in Agor. Not the greatest substitution in the world. I mean, it's the best we got, though. So, we are up 1-0. So I guess you've played well. Still room for improvement. Let's go. Start the second half. So it's a home game against a lesser team. Formation number 2. Maybe that's the strategy. They're 11th in the league, so we should be beating them handily, even though we're only up 1-0. We'll see how this goes second half. Thiago bangs it downfield. Johnson, the target man, wins the header. Gets it to Agor. Petrasso out wide, looking to make a move to Kyle Larin. He has a bad touch and loses it. Chicago now on the counterattack. Movsizian. Interesting name there. Gets it to Rasivic. Oh boy, Rasivic? I don't know. Good interception by Alberto. Bernstingle bangs it up forward. Can't pick out the target man. Kappelhoff. Solignac. A lot of interesting names here, but Lopez gets the steal in midfield. Johnson looking for somebody to pass it to. Nobody has gotten forward because Alberto's hanging out in the backfield for some reason. He goes around one man, gets it to Johnson. Johnson forward to Kyle Aaron, fights off the central defender. Gets it stolen, but Johnson is there. What was that? What kind of shot was that? Johnson again. Magically gets the ball in the net. There's no telling how he does this. I mean, so Larin has it. Gets it stolen. Then Johnson just comes out of nowhere. Flicks it. Just curves it over the outstretched hands of the goalkeeper. That was insanity. But there we go. All hail Matt Johnson. 22 years old now. With his 11 finishing and 8 composure. I mean, like, whatever. He's very determined. He's got some flair. I don't understand. I mean, he's got good physicals, but I don't understand this guy. He is a miracle of modern science. 2 goals, 8.8 rating, coming off the bench. He's unfit. He's got like 60% match fitness. Doesn't matter. I think he plays better when he's not match fit. He just goes out there and does whatever he wants. Here's Thiago, sends it downfield to Kyle Larin, heads it on to nobody in particular. Larin not playing very well, honestly. Like his only assist was from him misplaying the ball, and it just sort of fell to Johnson. There's a Gore with a nice steal. Playing well defensively in this formation. Johnson. Let's see, we're slow playing it a little bit. Only have the 4 guys going forward. Don't have our fullbacks. There he is, playing it back post to Larin. Can't win the header. Lopez out wide to Petrasso. Tries to get it into Johnson. Can't, but he's going to recover. Lopez to Agor. Can he make a play? Good pass out wide. Nope. Stolen there. Duvern, good header. Keeping the pressure on Chicago. Gets it up to Johnson. Heads it down to Larin. Back to Johnson. Is he going to shoot it? No, what a great pass to Kyle Larin and another goal. I'm just shaking my head. You can't see it because I don't have a camera, but I'm shaking my head. I don't understand. I don't understand this man. He's a genius. He's a soccer, football genius. Look at that pass to Kyle Larin. Oh, buddy. I mean, I'm happy for the 3 points. So this is Chicago, as I mentioned. They're 11th out of... Do we have 12 teams in our conference, or do we have 11? I think we have 11. So they're last place. Or near enough to last place that it doesn't matter. But yeah. So that helps Kyle Aaron get up to a 7.3 rating and a goal. That's good. You can just cruise on to the victory here. Taylor injured. 27 years old now. Still a beast. His pace has dropped a little bit. Tackling, marking, still okay. Heading is still so low. He hasn't really improved much. I mean, that's why we got rid of him, because he wasn't going to improve. But anyway, here's a Gore looking to make a play. Can't get it forward to Taylor, but here's Nikolic on the counterattack. Movsisian intercepted by Petrasso. Our wingers are playing good defense. Duverne bombs it forward. Kyle Aaron trying to beat Taylor. Can't, even with the injury. Those two played against each other quite a bit in our early seasons. Nikolic, he's got to be an old man by now. He's got to be like at least 29 or 30. Movsisian dropping it back. Chicago just trying to play out the half, I think. 85 minutes down. Britain in the game now. Good defense by Jaguar. Playing that ball-playing defender. Petrasso. He's going to take the space afforded to him. Tries to get it to Laren. Laren beats Taylor. Looking across to Johnson with the header. Hat trick. Hat trick for Johnson. He loves playing in Saputo Stadium. I have re-signed him, by the way. His contract was running out this season, but we re-signed him just because he provides magic. What can you say? Kyle Aaron. I mean, look at the way he faded away from the defender. That was just a great header. There's nothing you can say about that other than, I mean, it's a good pass, but it wasn't like an on-target pass. He lofted it back post, and Johnson just made the adjustment. 9.7 rating. Hasn't played in I don't know how many weeks. Just comes off the bench with a hat trick and an assist. 3 minutes of stoppage time, 10 seconds to go. Interception. What's Taylor doing downfield? I don't know. He's roaming wild. Is he playing defensive midfielder or something? Anyway, there we go. Big victory. We needed that one. 4-0. Had a couple of injuries in this game, though, so we sacrificed some blood to the blood god there to win that game. Valo had 85% pass completions before he went out. I mean, obviously, we know who player of the match is going to be. It's going to be Matt Johnson, absolutely. 9.7 rating. Pep talk, very pleased. Let's go. Leave the match. Chicago Fire, 11th. Not so good. But still, victory's a victory. We've lost against teams like that before. Let's take a look at the competitions. Supporters Shield, still 2 points back from Houston. They won this week as well. Where is Chicago? Chicago is very, very last in the league. Only 18 points on the season. I think we actually have their draft pick, so that's good. Draft allocations. We have LA Galaxies, San Jose, Los Angeles, Toronto. Okay. So that's no good. We wanted Chicago's, but we couldn't quite get Chicago's as well. But LA, San Jose, Toronto. Let's take a look at the competitions. That's what we're doing now. We're looking at draft picks. LA, Toronto, 21st and 22nd. San Jose, 19th. So we could get 3 of the top 5 picks in the Super Draft next season. That's pretty good. But anyway, meanwhile, this season, going to continue on. Got to make up some ground versus Houston. What do we got next? Up next on the old schedule, couple of toughies. Road game against rival Red Bulls, and then home versus the Revolution. So it's going to be a tough stretch next episode. No easy games like we had. then Orlando, then an easier one against San Jose. Should be easy. And then finish up with Columbus. What's Columbus all about? Ninth. So they're not so good either. So we've got a okay schedule. After we get past these two, we've got 3 incredibly winnable games after that. So next episode's going to be very important for those 2 games. All right. So let's finish it up there. And yeah, until then, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.